Hey you guys, your girl Beauty with Mika. So y'all already know it is time for a shop my stash. I was a little hesitant, I'm gonna be honest, about changing some things this month because I honestly had loved a lot of things, and then I was like, did I wear really a lot of makeup? I didn't wear makeup the final week when I was going out of town, and by the time you guys see this video, I'm already preparing to go on another trip. So your girl will be shooting you guys the vlog. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna condense both vlogs into one long video for you guys to show you guys my trip to Texas and to Atlanta. So there it is. So I wanted to show you guys just some things and tell you guys my feedback on these products and what I changed out. So the Sephora translucent setting powder, girl, get your hands on this. Get your hands on this. This is really, really good. I love that this just melts into the skin. The price is very reasonable. Sephora has been stepping their game up. I really did not want to take this out, but I was like, you know what? I really need to try some other stuff because, again, I'm always doing like process elimination. If anything is better than this, great. If it's not, but so far this is good, girl. Get your hands on it. Andrea Resnay was not lying when she talked about this. Second thing from Sephora is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. Now, you guys know by the time after you guys seen this video, I will be doing a Sephora haul where I'll show you guys that I purchased the Sephora setting spray. They did come out with a 16-hour wear, transfer proof, resistant proof, long wear, vegan free foundation. If you guys want to see a dedicated Sephora video, please leave a comment down below and I'll get you guys adjust all things Sephora brand, and I'll try to find as much as I have. But this foundation is bomb AF. Like this didn't give me any complaints. My face looked good. I had the normal shine and stuff after a few hours, but you guys know I'm always on video calls, the lighting, yada yada, typical stuff that is more like day to day. But this sucker didn't budge, move. I got compliments. It gave me a natural wear finish. I loved it, loved it, loved it. So this is definitely a must have. If you're wondering, I'm in the shade 59N. Now, something that made me say this will be a repurchase, this is the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in the shade Honeymoon. I came out with a couple of new shades. Candace, I'll post the link to her channel down below if you guys are not following her. I did a collab with her, Nisi Beauty, Kay's Way, maybe about 2 years ago, and Candace, ever since then I've been following her. She talked about this powder, and she even travels with this, girl. Like, she travels with this whole size. I get mine out of Target. As you guys can see, I still have a ton left, but I definitely said that I would be purchasing this again. This is just as good as the Laura Mercier, but it's less expensive. It doesn't give me any issues. I have worn this by itself and it looks so beautiful against the skin, and it's a black on, so shout out to Black Radiance. But this was like, I was like, I don't really want to take you out and I don't want to use it up, but I feel like I need a backup. But I'm actually kind of good. If I start to see that this shade discontinues, I'm gonna definitely buy a backup. So two palettes that I have pretty much used for the month of August, no, for the month of July, was this one. This is the Dose of Color times Desi and Katie Francation palette. When I tell you guys that this palette is definitely a must-have, like, love it, love it, love it. I was able to create different looks with it. I love to explore this blues right here and the greens. It didn't budge, it didn't move. I love that I was able to just get a natural finish or a natural eye look with just this shade right here, this brown. And if I wanted to top it, now I will say this pigment right here, you do need to spray your brush. This lighter one right here, spray your brush and then layer it. That was the only issue that I had with it, but with the other pigments, they all came out fine with no issues. Just particularly this one, I think it has like a little bit of glitter effect in it, so I'm not sure. But this, if you did not get your hands on this, girl, they should do another palette. They definitely should do another palette. I know Desi has her own line going and Katie's doing her own thing, but they definitely need to do another palette. The Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, again, no regrets. Like, no regrets. Like, this, you gotta get it, girl. I pretty much use all of this half of the palette, these nine shades, girl. Everything over here I have pretty much been using. I knew I was going to use these shades when I first bought this palette, but then I started to explore over here because, you know, I like to always do some toppering and some layering, and these shades over here are actually really good. I do like that with this palette you can kind of go from a day to night look. You can even go just neutral. So definitely when I look at eyeshadow palettes, I always like to create a story of on my eyes, or if I'm looking at a friend's eyes, like this is how I would create a story on their eyes using different shades. And that's what this palette did for me. It was very soft, it was very natural. I still like it, so it's going to remain in my collection. So now let's go on to some things I did pick out for the month of August. Alright, so some of the things I picked out, you guys. Alright, so some of the things that I did pick out is, number one, the foundation that I'm going to use because I haven't used it all summer. And this is usually my summer shade. You guys can see I still have a lot of this left, but this is a ride or die. This is the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. This is in the shade New Calderon. I will be using this for the month of August. Now for my primer, you guys know I'm still gonna go ahead and use down my Fenty Pro Matte Filter. I do plan to purchase this, but honestly, you guys, I have been doing a process of basically using less is more as I prep my skin. I'm finding that moisturizers are doing just as good with just one base of a primer and an eye primer for me, so I don't need to have multiple primers and things. But this is good, so I do plan to repurchase this. Just not sure if I'm gonna do it in the full size or the travel, and I'm almost out of it, so this is more like a project pan type of scenario for me. So this is definitely remaining up there, and you only need like 1 or 2 pumps of that. So let's go on to some powders because I pulled out a couple of things. So setting powder, by the time you guys watch this video, the next video you guys will see is a Sephora haul. I did a little bit of a mini like retail therapy, and I picked up this Huda Beauty Cinnabon setting powder. I had watched a video of Jackie Aina doing just all complexion products, and one of the things that she had used was this. I will admit that I was not a fan of this in the beginning when this first came out. I returned this powder because it did have a smell to it, which it still does, but of course I'm gonna give it another shot. So I'm going to be using this powder again and let you guys know my thoughts. You guys know I always like to mix like my neutral tone powders with the white powder. This one I actually bought off Mercari a while back. It was so popular. I remember Andrea Renee was talking about this and a couple other people, and I was like, I gotta buy this setting powder. It was sold out everywhere. Pretty Vulgar pretty much discontinued it. This is Pretty Vulgar, the Powder Room Matte About It powder. Have no regrets. I just wanted to mix it up and try something different. So your girl's trying it. And if you're wondering, it is just a loose white setting powder, but it goes on matte. And I feel like this would be able to set with the summer heat right now. So that's my powders. For all over face, I am going to set my foundation with the Caress Silky Cloud Set. This is fairly new, and the funny thing is I don't know why I'm running away from this because it is a mineralized skin finish powder. Not sure why, but I was like, you know what, throw it in your drawer. Stop being afraid to figure out if you're gonna like it or not. If you don't like it, it's okay. That's what Shop My Stash is for. So this is what I picked up. I had bought this maybe the last time I ever did a Sephora haul, and that was probably 3 months ago. So I remember I also watched this in store. This is Silky Cloud. I've heard good and bad things about this powder so far. A lot of good things, but that's gonna be my all over face powder. I pulled out an oldie but goodie for a bronzer. So one of the bronzers I'm pulling out is the Huda Beauty Tantour. This is more of a cream bronzer, so I am going to use this to contour my face. As you guys can see, it's not really, it's a lot. I haven't really touched this in a while, and it's still wet and it's not dry. It just looks dry to me, and I was kind of shocked. But if you're wondering, this is the shade Tan. I know her shade, you're probably like, her shades are off. No, but this is the shade Tan, and then I'm going to set it with my CoverGirl Queen Bronzer in Q120. I got mine off Amazon. To be honest with you guys, they don't even sell this anymore. The Queen collection is gone. This was definitely an OG of OGs, but I still like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Now, one thing that I did not change in my collection was my highlighter. The Pat McGrath, baby. This Skin Fetish Divine Glow highlighter in Golden Nectar. Girl, if you did not get your hands on this, Auntie Pat is coming for our coins like Rihanna. Girl, this has me screaming every time I apply it on. I'll be like, okay, I see you. I love that this is one of those soft, subtle highlighters, and it does just what it's supposed to do. It makes your face look like that you just did a Photoshop of just highlight. Whew, no regrets for this. This is just absolutely beautiful against the skin, and I love it. So I am definitely keeping this in here. Now, something that I wanted to bring out, I had to pull these out, girl, because I don't know if I'm gonna really keep these anymore. These are the Dosa Color palettes. I seen Kyra Knox recently mention hers, and I was like, that is let me pull these out. So I am pulling out the 3 that I have. You guys know my last declutter from last year. At the end of the year, I wanted to declutter these and I said I was gonna hold off. So this is Sassy Sienna. They have changed the packaging, so I got the OG first packaging. They have Blushing Berries, which is this, and I still like these. That's why I don't think I really want to get rid of them. I just need to use them. And this one is Snow Angels. Snow Angels came out a while back. I don't even know if they sell this palette anymore. If they do, I'll post a link down below for you guys. But I really love these colors. I just haven't been digging my feet in them anymore. And then last but not least, I did not use this palette and I am going to use it. This is again the Huda Beauty. Which one is this one? Girl. Oh, Desert Dusk. So this is her Desert Dust, but this is the new one. She did reformulate this one and I went on and purchased it. So because I didn't use it last month, I said I'm gonna put it back in and use it for this month. But that is it for my Shop My Stash. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of things are still the same as far as like my mascara, my eyeliners, things like that. I didn't need to change up. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please let me know what else you guys want to see. I have tons of content coming for you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And your girl will talk to you soon. Stay blessed. Bye.